April isn't over yet, but we're going to talk to you about the books that I've read so far in April. And I know iPod here has not read any books that I know of because that's generally not something that cats do. But here she is. Say hi, iPod. She's like, no, never. I'm going to start off with some books that I didn't like that I've read this month. So I'm sorry if I offend anybody. That's not what I intend to do. And it doesn't mean, my not liking these books doesn't mean that you shouldn't. It doesn't mean they're terrible. It doesn't mean no one will like them. It just means that it personally just didn't do it for me. So despite being a kid's book, Unicorns of Balinor was, I don't know, I kind of expected it to have less plot holes, some more explanation of what the heck was going on. I mean, I didn't expect it to be the best book ever or anything like that, because it is like a kid's book that's less than 200 pages and all that stuff. But I mean, I read the whole thing in one sitting and whatnot. But it's still just, I don't know, I just found it still pretty disappointing. Um, they just didn't explain anything and it seemed really random. Warrior Beautiful also didn't really do it for me. Um, if you want to know what's wrong with this book, just look at this dang cover. Like, the unicorn is all wide-eyed, like, what's going on? And the girl looks like she's cut out of a magazine. Like, she looks all fancy and, like, I don't know. And she's holding the unicorn by a bridle. What kind of unicorn wears a bridle? I mean, in the books, it explicitly says that they hold on to, like, the unicorn's mane, and it kind of turns into something they can hold on to, but it's not a bridle like that. It seems silly. Then look at this tagline. Only the unicorn stands between us and the evil that wants our souls. And I mean, sure, that's what it's about, but it's not like, I mean, that's just such a cheesy way to say it. I mean, really? So this book was actually pretty entertaining. It wasn't terrible, nothing like that. I just felt like the writing style was a little bit lacking and the plot could have been a little better too. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like this book. It is, I don't know. Even though I got through like all 600 pages really quickly, I just felt like it didn't have a lot to it. It kind of, I mean, the setting is really good and some of the characters are pretty good, but honestly, it just didn't have a lot of plot. It didn't have a lot of character development. It just wasn't really that interesting. And I know a lot of people like this book, so I'm really sorry if I offend anybody for not liking this, but I feel like it just didn't really do it for me, and I just didn't care throughout the whole thing. Now we're going to move on to some books that I did like. The Art of Asking by Amanda Palmer is one such book. This is just really awesome. If you like any kind of biographies or if you're into music at all, like this is a really awesome book. You should check it out. It's really inspiring. It's about everything from Amanda's time as a living statue to like her music career, how it kind of is now, and all kinds of stuff. It's really great. Black Unicorn by Tanith Lee. This is a book about a girl who assembles a unicorn skeleton that she finds. I'm going to do a more proper video about this later, but so I'm not going to go too far into what the unicorn is and what the unicorn does and all that stuff, because I'll save that for later. Kinds of unexpected stuff happens in it. The character of Tanaquil, the main character, is actually pretty interesting, and all the stuff that happens to her is really interesting too. She's accompanied by a really weird looking desert animal called a peeve that I guess is like a dog cat rodent-ish thing. I don't know, mongoose, like whatever it is. I don't know. It's crazy. All we really know is it's about the size of a large cat. It eats snakes. I don't know. It's really weird. Like I kind of want to see. I want to draw it, but I don't even know where to start. I'm going to go into a couple of books that I haven't actually finished yet, but I intend to finish them this month. So the first of which is Evolution by Stephen Baxter. I kind of put this down for a little bit just to finish a bunch of library books, and it's finally time for me to pick it up again because I finished all those library books. So I'm really looking forward to continuing on this journey because this is actually a really awesome book. I wouldn't have put it down at all if I didn't have a ton of other stuff I wanted to get to. And we have The Name of the Wind. I'm reading this right now, and I will probably finish it very, very soon. This is also a book I intended to get to earlier, but I had a bunch of library books to finish. But it's really good so far, and you should totally check it out. And that's all for now. See you next time.